Good morning. It's 11:53 a.m. on Monday, July 4th, 2022. I'm Christiana Ellis, and this is my first video back after this week. And this is 5 more minutes. It's also Independence Day here in the United States. And also, this is the fourth time I've tried recording this video, but Rocket keeps interrupting me with his barking. He's very grumpy today, partly because he's on a little bit of a diet, I guess. I think that's what it is. But yeah, he's been really stubborn about the barking right now. Which is kind of... I have to just ignore him, I think, this time. In any case, Rocket! Stop. So, 1 week ago, I said that I would take a week off. I guess technically it occurs to me now that I took 6 days off, because if I did one on Monday and I'm doing one on Monday again, then there was only 6 days in between that I took off. But it was today that I said that I would do the next one. And so here I am. Here's the results, I guess, of my 1 week break from 5 More Minutes, which was there were several times over the course of this last week that it felt strange to not be doing it. There were times where I felt like, well, I don't know. I mean, I kind of have, this is something that I would talk about in the video if I was doing one, but I'm not doing one, and that feels a little strange. But the other piece of it is that there were several times where it was first thing in the morning where I would have needed to do one, and it really just felt like a big relief that I didn't have to do it. And so I think, without having come to any big conclusion about what I should do instead necessarily, what I'm officially going to do is release myself from the obligation. I don't have to do it every day, and I also don't have to do it first thing in the morning. That is the rules that I'm officially canceling. Those rules are void. So basically, when I feel like doing a video, I will. I think that will probably be often. We'll see. But what I don't want to do anymore is have the whole thing where I feel like I don't feel like doing it. But it's also like the rule for myself that I'm supposed to do it really before anything else. And so when I procrastinate doing that, I procrastinate doing anything for the rest of the day, and it becomes this weight. And that's not, like, why do I need to do that to myself? And the answer is I don't. So, see, Rocket has given up now that I stopped indulging him. So yeah, that's what it is. And so there are still going to be times when I have stuff to say, and I will say it. I'll make these videos. We'll see how often that ends up being. It might often still be in the morning, just because that was routine that mostly works for me. But once again, I am going to relieve myself of the feeling that I have to. I can try to make these videos be, once again, something that I do because I like it, not something I do because I have to. We'll see how often that ends up being. Maybe sometimes it'll end up being, you know what? Oh, I don't feel like it this morning before work, but I maybe do after work, and we'll see. So I think instead of 5 More Minutes being kind of a joke on the idea that I do it first thing in the morning, like, oh, I need 5 more minutes of sleep or something, it'll be like every so often I'll do in 5 more minutes. You know, like, keep it going, and we'll see how that is, because I do kind of miss the outlet of talking about stuff. It does feel a little bit like a journal, right? And I kind of missed that piece of it. But the obligation of it is the thing, right? And so that's the new plan, is that I will see how often I feel like doing it. And again, my expectation is that that might not be every day, but it will still be often, and we'll see. You know what? Maybe in a couple of weeks we'll find that, you know what? Hey, maybe I'm not doing that often. But the thing is, I have creative energy in me, and uh, if it's not here, then it'll be somewhere else. So, follow me on Twitter and all that, and maybe I'll do stuff on Twitch. But so that's the idea. Is that I apologize for those of you for whom this became kind of a little ritual, and if that complicates that, I'm sorry. But yeah, yeah, I think that in this context, I want to do these videos because I like them, not because I have decided that I have to. And you know what? It already feels better. So, in that sense, then, I hope everyone had a good weekend, if it was a long weekend for you, or just a regular one, or whatever. But air conditioning. But I'm going to leave it there, and I will talk to you all when I get it, when I feel like it, for 5 more minutes.